trying to center off to Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot, far down, he scores!
Come from behind for a month, now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. Philadelphia, they won't get him! Wow! Edwards pulls up and buries the flag! Richardson tries, out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money. Daniels takes a shot for Derby.
And welcome on into Pitchfork Launch. Yes, I am Michael Caracino at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. Yes, you guys know that. And yes, you know it's Friday. Obviously, Pat's Run Day. Always rock this on the Fridays for, again, a phenomenal human being, a great Sun Devil. And Pat's Run, it'll be the 21st year. You see, this is the 20th, so the 21st year of Pat's Run coming up. But yes, it is Friday. And again, like I said, I am Michael Caracino at Diablo00 on X, artist only known as the Twitter. Catch the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 p.m. Also, don't forget, guys, the IG. The IG, as you know, at michael.caracino.5. You can check out the show live there. Every day as well. And the YouTube channel. I know Pitchfork Lunchers, I remind you every day, but go to the YouTube channel because any interviews you missed, a la the wonderful interview we had with Coach Regal on was that Tuesday? Wednesday? Tuesday. I don't know, the days roll by, but we had an interview with Coach Regal earlier this week. And again, if you missed it, again, I'm bummed you missed it, but that's why I got you covered. Go to YouTube. You can go to my channel, subscribe to the channel. And then again, all the shows are there. And when you go to YouTube, you see my name, Michael Caracino, but it's at M as in Michael, V's and Victory, C's and Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Also, for those watching, let your friends know that I know it's the first Friday of the year. And yeah, some people are headed to lunch, others are at lunch. But if those that can't get out of the office, you can listen to Pitchfork Lunch Live every day on the greatest internet radio station on the web, the Casual Sports Radio Network. All you have to do is go to www.ksrnaz.com, click listen live, right? Click listen live, and well, the page will open up. You click listen live, hit play Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Bam. There's Pitchfork Lunch. Joe Stoke Casual E invited us in Pitchfork Lunch into the Casual Sports Radio Network family. When you're there, though, guys, again, you can subscribe to all their socials. It is absolutely awesome. You want to talk about comprehensive coverage of sports teams, the Suns, the Diamondbacks, the Mercury, the Cardinals, all there. Casual E has you covered. Again, go to www.ksrnaz.com, click listen live. Bam, you're good to go. You are good to go. And yeah, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, we get you get your Pitchfork Lunch serving. And as we go all around, so yeah, you can again subscribe to all their socials, be up to date on Suns, Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Mercury, and now obviously ASU. So look at that. Oh, hello. but yeah, so stoked we can be part of it. So yeah, I always want you to watch, like I say, but please don't watch and drive. You're smarter than that. Yes, we know this. So just again, running through your Bluetooth in your car, you go to www.ksrnaz.com. Bam, you're driving to meet people at lunch, and you can keep listening when you're at lunch, or obviously turn it on through all these avenues. And that is how we rock it here on Pitchfork Lunch. But again, so stoked to be part of the Casual Sports Radio Network family. So big weekend coming up in Tempe, guys. A lot to be excited about. I know I mentioned it. Hockey. North Dakota is in town. Well, they're already in town, but tonight at 8, tomorrow at 5. And yeah, Coach Powers and his team looking to again keep this. It's on their schedule's a 7-game win streak, but they did win the 2 exhibition games against the U.S. National Team Development Program. So I mean, they've won 9 games in a row, but as per their record, they've won 7 in a row. And look, there's a lot to be excited about this team. I mean, Coach Powers talked about it, played on him at the beginning of the season. They were a little banged up to start, but getting healthier, guys getting back, and it's a young team, but it's a mix of veterans and some young guys that are just absolutely crushing it, my friends. And if you haven't been out to a game yet, you're missing out. So I suggest I'm just throwing it out there for you. I suggest you get out there to support, obviously, the hockey team, but guys, they're crushing it. Like I said, I mean, they are fun to watch. I know earlier when their season first kicked off, during football season, I was talking about, and I've talked to you about it here on Pitchfork Lunch, how it was an insane first. Michigan was in town. Utah was in town for football. And I mean, literally, it was that Friday night because ASU played on a Friday night. And ASU played on a Friday night, but the Michigan game was at 3:30. So remember, it was a phenomenal day. And I will talk about this a lot. Went to the Olympic luncheon, which was, again, honoring Olympians and not just the most recent ones. I mean, throughout the history of Sun Devil Olympians. And it was so awesome to be there. Went to that, then went over to the hockey game at 3:30. Then went over to the football game at 7 as they were taking on Utah. Just absolutely phenomenal. And again, just a very, very, but to see the hockey team that early in the season, and again, knowing that guys were coming back, like Coach Powers was talking about, man, it's exciting to see where they're at. Then, you fast forward, then they sweep number 1 Denver, like insane. They sweep Denver on the road, who will be back here, yes, in next month. And I know I've told you guys about that. They sweep Denver on the road, guys. Like the outright number 1 team in the country at the time, and they sweep Denver. So big, and that was the same weekend that ASU beat BYU in football. Hockey upsets number 1. I mean, just again the electricity, and again loving what Coach Powers is doing. So you come back and you just kind of you get on a roll. And like I said, they have won 7 in a row, but 9. They've won 9 in a row, 7 in a row count as per their schedule because they weren't an exhibition. So so I mean, But just how they've played and like guys coming back, but just how the younger guys have fit in. Like I'll get to that in a little bit, but I'm just saying like it is and so yeah, what hockey has done again, just absolutely awesome because like I said, I mean, and it was tough a little tough in the beginning. I mean, but again, you're still playing good teams. Not now that they're in the NCHC, as I've talked about, still playing great teams. But um, um, but again, they they struggle a little bit. And again, having some guys out with the way the lines were going and rotations for Coach Powers, it was um it was awesome. Um so like I said, it was a teeny bit tough because yeah, some guys banged up, but young guys again contributing early, and that, my friends, is the awesome part because when we look at what hockey's doing, and plus it's a top 20 showdown, by the way, in at Mullet Arena tonight here in Tempe. Um, but yeah, I mean, top 20 showdown, 10-7-1. Again, like I said, they won 7 in a row. They're 5-3 in conference play, 5-2-1 at home, 5-5 away. So again, love that 5-2-1 at home. But yeah, coming off, they beat Cornell was number 16. At the time, and it's again just absolutely awesome. Um, but yeah, ASU is in the men's college hockey rankings, well, the USA Today. ASU is 15. And North Dakota 17 in that. Let's see, in the USA, yeah, ASU is 15, North Dakota 17, USA hockey. Oh, that's same one. But nonetheless, again, a top 20 matchup tonight. And it, again, so very exciting. 8 p.m. Again, we'll get back to that. North Dakota. It is a wear gold night. So if you are there, if you're going to be there, wear your gold. Wear your gold tonight. Because we want to, again, let let North Dakota hear it and be loud as Mullet Arena again. It is a phenomenal atmosphere. Might not be the hugest of arenas, but it is beautiful, and it is a great Sun Devil atmosphere at the hockey game. So, I mean, again, 8 p.m. tonight. That is to have. It is at 5 tomorrow. So we do have that. Also, men's hoops coming off that again. We touched on a lot yesterday. That tough loss against Kansas, where they were leading at halftime, but only scored 13 points in the second half. I know, but they are coming back for some home cooking, where they are 5-0 at home, and they will be taking on Baylor tomorrow night at 7:30. But get on out there early. My friends, because my pitchfork launchers, because the women's hoops game against Baylor is at 3:30 p.m. And then you got the men's at 7:30. So yeah, 3:30, 7:30. I mean, look, hockey starts at 5 tomorrow too. I know you'll be pulled in a few different directions there, but you can get women's hoops, hockey, men's hoops in. So like, again, get on out there and have a most phenomenal time. But yeah, the women 8-8 now, taking on, like I said, Baylor. That's at 3:30 tomorrow. It is a blackout game for that. So again, wear your black and just figure they would have kept the same thing. Well, I guess yeah, blackout game, but nonetheless, but yeah, so 3:30 and 7:30 again. Hockey tomorrow at 5, and the women again had that just close. They're coming off that loss too. But I mean, man, that Iowa State game, like I said yesterday, back and forth. But yeah, I mean, Iowa State. Look, man, you get out to a big lead, and I mean, ASU battled back the whole time, guys. I mean, it was 34-23, like I said, after the first quarter, and they had a battle back. But like that's they did get it to within 3 and then fell 90-83 as well. So that was yeah, they fell 90-83, and that was the tough part, getting to within 3. But yeah, I mean, and like I said yesterday, I'm gonna leave it alone after this. Just a big discrepancy in the foul shots. And again, Iowa State, yes, if you're fouled, you're fouled. There are some that definitely should have been called, and both sides. I think I said this yesterday, but if I didn't, both sides, there were some that shouldn't have been called. What they call it as a joke, but quite a few more. There was a few more on the ASU side. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so both teams looking to bounce back at Desert Financial Arena, so it'll be loud. It'll be absolutely crazy. So yes. So yes, get on out there, support the men, the women, and the men tomorrow in hoops. I mean, why not? It's a perfect, beautiful way to spend a Saturday, guys. So that's, again, it'll be fun. And oh, by the way, so Baylor, real quick, on the women's side, they are their record on the women's side so far this season. Ooh, they're 13-3, kids. They are 13-3 overall, 3-1 in conference play. They've won 2 straight. They're 9-1 at home, 2-1 away, 2-1 on neutral site. So hence, yes, the 13-3. Let's see. Their only loss at home Oh, well, they lost to Oklahoma State last Wednesday on New Year's Day. They did lose to Oklahoma State on New Year's Day, 84-61. And that was their only loss. They turned around. They beat Colorado 76-62. They just beat Arizona Wednesday. Yeah, they just beat Arizona Wednesday 81-76 down in Tucson. So, yes, they will be up here, like I said, tomorrow in Tempe, taking on the Devils. But, yeah, I mean, so they already have – so they beat Arizona and Colorado conference-wise. They lost to – I say 2-1 or 3-1. Oh, they're 3-1 in conference. So conference-wise, they're 3-1 because they have wins over Colorado, Kansas, and Arizona, and the one loss to, like I said, Oklahoma State for Baylor on the women's side. So that is where that is at. On the men's side, real quick for Baylor. The basketball team for the Bears, I want to say they were 11-4? 10-4. I was close. 10-4. Sorry. Don't want to give them an extra win. They're 10-4, 2-1 in conference play. They haven't lost any games at home. They're 8-0 at home. Their struggles, though, are on the road. Where they are 0-3 on the road, and conference-wise so far, Baylor did go toe-to-toe. I mean, they did lose to UConn 76-72 in Connecticut back December 4th. But their conference wins, they beat Utah in their opening conference game 81-56, and then they beat Cincinnati 68-48 this past Tuesday. And then they did lose, though, to Iowa State, who's ranked very high, 74-55 in Ames in Iowa. So, but yeah, they are 10-4 overall, 2-1 in conference play, except 8-0 at home, 0-3 on the road for the Baylor Bears on the men's side. So again, a lot of both teams all taking different ways here, coming from Waco and taking on the Devils. So that's again Saturday, very fun. Tonight, hockey, get it going. Mullet Arena, 8 p.m. Tomorrow, 3:30 women's hoops with Baylor. Hockey at 5, men's hoops at 7:30. So you can treat yourself to a little bit of each. I'm just saying. There's nothing wrong with that, to indulge in Sun Devil Nation. And in Sun Devil country with those events going on. Just throwing it out there for you. So, but yeah, we're going to step aside. When I get back again, we're going to dive deeper into hockey. Again, so we're going to dive deep into hockey, the matchup with North Dakota. And then we'll also, again, talk a little bit more hoops. Any comments, any thoughts you have, just hit me up. Let me know. But yes, we will step aside and have more Pitchfork Lunch coming up.
you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org. This is the
KSRN has an inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use. Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird gang. I know it was another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending the message out to the world.
Always relaying that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona.
Yes, for those listening on KSRN, it is the best internet radio station on the web. I am Michael Caratino at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as Twitter. Check the show live out there as well every day, Monday through Friday. My IG, michael.caratino.5, my YouTube, which you can check out the show live, but also subscribe to the channel. Go back and watch whatever you missed, but it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. So, as I said, we be talking some hockey, and yes, they are getting set to play. They are getting set to play North Dakota are the Devils at Mullet Arena the next 2 days. So, yes, don't be bashful. 8 p.m. tonight. Yes, 8 p.m. tonight as they get set to battle North Dakota. And like I said, looking to expand that 7/9 game win streak. But expand that win streak. And again, this time of year, like, you know, you turn the calendar and yeah, there's a lot of hockey left to be played, my Sun Devil fans, but there's definitely a lot of hockey left to be played. And it's awesome because they're in a good spot right now to get to the postseason. And, you know, maybe even have a part of the regional here. So, yeah, you can expect to see a little more like, hopefully like this, although this was in the shootout against Michigan. because it ended up tied. But yeah, this is against Michigan and Gibson Homer, who again spent time in net. Both goalies have spent time in net. I'll get to that. But yeah, for those listening on KSRN, Homer again in the shootout, and over the puck with the stick, but Homer again, too early. And as you hear from the horn there, the Devils, yes, they win in the shootout, but it goes down as a tie because it did go to overtime. Either team won in overtime, so in college they do that, which I think is cool to have the shootout like they do, obviously in the NHL. But yeah, man, it's again very but yeah, it's very awesome. And yeah, this hockey team again, just so can't even seeing them practice from early in the season till now. But like, yeah, that matchup against Michigan, again, absolutely a good time to say the least. But I mean, it's look, they and that Michigan coming here again because Coach Powers even said last year, and it was kind of funny. I appreciated that because it's kind of funny because he couldn't talk about it too much, but he's like, yeah, when he was talking about the schedule, it was like some teams owe us coming here, and obviously in that instance, he was talking about the Wolverines, who have again had the very who have had again just and since then have just had a very awesome season. So it's but yeah, I mean, Coach Powers again, what he's done in this lineup, and I shall get to that. I will get to that right now, actually, because I was telling you guys about that. But again, they started the season, their first game against Air Force, they beat Air Force 8-1, then they lost 4-3 in overtime the next day. With Michigan again coming here the next week, like I said, October 11th and 12th, they lost 4-1 on Friday night, but then they turn around and tied 3-3 on Saturday. And but they got the shootout win in overtime, so they can put that feather in their cap. But yeah, and then after that, they went to number 14 Providence, and they lost 4-1 and then 2-1 on the road. They came back home they went to Northern Michigan to take on the road, Marquette, Michigan, and take on Northern Michigan, pardon me. And they won 3-1 and 2-0. Then they took on Colorado College. That was the first team in NCHC conference play. They lost 4-3 in overtime, and then they lost 3-1 the next night. Colorado College was number 8 at the time. Omaha, they lost 4-2 in the first game in Tempe, and then they won 3-2. They won 3-2 the next night over Omaha. And then, like I told you, they went to Denver November 22nd, 23rd, beat number 1 Denver 3-2, and then 5-2. Minnesota Duluth then came here to Mullet Arena, and they won 5-3 and then 3-2 in overtime. And then, like I said, the U.S. National Team Development Program, they beat 4-3 and 1-0 exhibitions. And then in the Desert Hockey Classic, give you a quick recap. They beat Robert Morris 7-3. Yeah, they racking up the goals there. And Ryan Kerwin had a hat trick. I forgot to mention that to you yesterday, or even last Friday when I was talking about it. But yeah, I forgot to mention it yesterday and on Monday. Not Friday, Monday. I meant because Ryan Kerwin he scored the first goal 35 seconds. But he scored the first goal 35 seconds in the first, and then his second 29 seconds into the second. Yeah. So he got that. And then the hat trick goal came at the 17-11 mark of the third period. So he got the hat trick, but Charlie Schoen and Benji Eckerly and Colin Potter, Colin Potter had 2 goals. Yeah. So, and I mean, this young man is just a freshman. It is insane. But you look at this, I mean, that's a very interesting. Huh. I just realized something, my pitchfork launchers. Apologies for that. But yeah, stats wise, not um hmm. But nonetheless, that's what I was going to say. Pardon me. Is that that they? I mean, Colin Potter again. This young man has been doing a phenomenal, phenomenal job. And again, just like you said, you're here, being 17 years old, just like Jaden Quaintance from Hoops. This year he's got 6 goals, 4 assists this season so far. But yeah, just I mean, a freshman, and it is again, he's very exciting to see him play, and the fact that yes, he is this young. um, that to me, like it just speaks. Um, but when you look at the NCHC this year, for but yeah, Ryan Kerwin leads the team. Pardon me. That's what I was getting to with 11 goals. And then Bennett Shemek has 7. Like I said, Colin Potter has 6. And then you have a few guys, Dylan Jackson and Artem Schlein with 5. And then Ty Jackson has 4 goals, as does Kyle Smolin. And then Noah Beck has 3 goals, as does Ryan Alexander. And then a bunch of guys with 2. David Heimovich has 2. Benji Eckerly has 2. Sam Court has 2 as well. And then Lucas Sillinger has 1 goal. Lucas Sillinger has 1 goal, as does Anthony Dowd, and Charlie Schoen has 1 goal, as does Cole Gordon. So, yeah, I mean, you look at the scoring from this team, and assist-wise, both Bennett Shemek and Lucas Sillinger lead the team with 11 assists apiece. Oh, actually, they are second. I apologize. Noah Beck leads the team with 15 assists. Yeah, so he has 3 goals, but Beck has 15 assists. He has 15 assists, and Bennett Shemek and, like I said, Lucas Sillinger have 11, and then Dylan Jackson and Ty Jackson both have 7 assists apiece. So, yeah, I mean, guys moving the puck, and you look at Colin Potter also. I mean, he has 4 assists. So, but goalie-wise, I mean, you look at Luke Pavic, who's started 11 games, 661 minutes. He's allowed 26 goals. His he has 282 saves. So, I mean, his save percentage is at .916, which is pretty good. And then you got Gibson Homer, who played and started 7 games, and he's allowed 14 goals, giving up 2 power play goals. He has 1 shutout, 177 saves for Gibson Homer, and his save percentage at .927. But yeah, I mean, he started, and Coach Powers talked about it. I mean, goalie's one of those positions where you get a guy rolling, and yeah, you want him in net. And Gibson Homer last year he did, as you guys know, talked about it here on Pitchfork Lunch, but he won the net, and that's what you love to see from. I mean, yeah, just again, those listening on KSRN, I'm going to show it again, but I mean, and again, this is in a shootout, but still, I mean, look. He's so. I mean, he's what, 6'4", 6'5". I mean, that's not on space, so a little bit taller, but he stays low. That's up high, but he can get low. Like he did right there, he's on the stage. But Pavic, I mean, this young man came in, and like I said, he has done a heck of a job this season as well, too. So it's, both of them, like I said, I mean, you got a .927 save percentage for Gibson Homer, and for Pavic a .916. And let's see. So in the game against Robert Morris, let's see. In the game against Robert Morris, Oh, Pavic was in goal. Oh, Pavicic, pardon me. Pavicic. Sorry, Luke. My apologies, Luke. Reading would help, right, Luke? I know, but I'm a Sun Devil, so I got that right. Yeah, he was in goal against Robert Morris, and then against Cornell. Let's see if he was in goal again as well. Gibson Homer was in goal. Yeah, Gibson Homer was in goal for that game, in which they also won. So again, they both got net time at the Desert Hockey Classic, which yes goes on their record, but to beat Cornell. So again, both of them playing well. And look, as you go down the stretch, I mean, yeah, in hockey, guys, what do you know? A goalie gets hot. You always heard that phenomenal phrase like standing on his head. But in the playoffs, you could get behind a hot goalie and go from there. But I mean, Pavicic and Homer, I mean, we saw what Gibson Homer was capable of last year as, again, he gained more confidence, but more starts. Coach Powers put him in. Absolutely no problem at all. But yeah, I mean, but I love the way both of them have played this year, getting to see them. And so ASU is fourth in the conference right now in NCHC with 58 goals scored. North Dakota is second. They've scored 3 more, 31. Denver, guys, 75. So like I said, we got a lot more hockey to play until then, and it'll be very exciting. But yeah, it'll be that's where they are at now. Let's see. Yeah, Denver, I mean, like I said, 75. Yeah, Denver, I mean, in 20 games, scored 75 goals. It's 3.75 goals a game. Western Michigan, like I said, 60, ASU 58, North Dakota 61. But it's crazy because per game, because ASU's played 18 games, North Dakota's played 19. So but ASU has 3.22 goals per game and North Dakota has 3.21. So again, two very evenly matched team. And you look at goals allowed, ASU is fifth in the conference right now. 18 games allowed 44. It's 2.44 per game. Western Michigan leading the way, man. They are 18 games have only allowed 34 goals, 1.89 per game. Denver's also under 2. They're the only two teams under 2 in the conference, but Denver, 20 games allowed 39 goals, 1.95 per game. Yeah, so against those two, again, you put the puck in the net, keep it. It's a souvenir because it doesn't happen all too often. St. Cloud State is a 2.06 goals per game. And then you got Colorado College at 2.33, then ASU fifth at 2.44. Actually, ASU and Omaha tied at 2.44. North Dakota, though, 2.68. So, yeah, 19 games. Again, they're a good team. Again, players are good. Like, yes, you're going to score. I get that. It's not the land of land of shutouts. But so opportunities there. But But points per game, ASU is second in the conference. They have 161 total points. They're tied for second with Western Michigan, but 8.94. Denver above them. They have 208 points. They're averaging 10.4 points per game. Assists per game, ASU is number 2. Talk about the guys, the puck moving. Hey, they have 103 assists. And then it's 5.7 a game. And then shots on goal per game, ASU leading the conference. Coach Powers talked about that. I mean, you got to play defense. You want to get out. And I know it sounds like overstating the obvious, guys, when Coach Powers talked about it. And again, we'll hear more from Coach Powers soon. But that's the thing. Like, getting pucks on net, but like quality pucks on net, even if it's, you get it, might not be the best of shots, but it's hard enough. It creates a rebound, second chance, put it in the back of the net. Love, again, that's, the fact, like I said, that they are number 1 on shots on goal per game. ASU 33.39. Third in shot percentage. Power play percentage, ASU is 4th. I like that a lot. They have in 18 games, they've had 53 power play attempts. They've scored 11 power play goals, so 20%, 0.208. But I mean, that is 4th. Denver is at 306. So yeah, you don't want to go shorthanded against them. North Dakota's at 276 too, so that's something to look out for. And then penalty kill, ASU is 6th, killing 80% of their penalty kills. And you figure 80%, that's really good. But Western Michigan kills 91.5, and St. Cloud State is at 90, and then Denver's an eyelash under 90 at 89.3. So penalties per game. Penalties per game. ASU 7th in that. Penalty minutes. ASU is 2nd with 128. Hey, we want physicality again. And it's not like it's not talking old days, but I mean, yeah, you look at Ryan Kerwin, tied for 3rd in the conference, in the NCHC. Guys, again, not just because ASU is there, but many say, if you don't want to say it's the best, it is the deepest hockey conference in the country. I mean, many could say best. I would say top to bottom. And it is no surprise, guys. Top to bottom. This is the deepest hockey conference in the country. I love hockey. A lot of you Pitchfork lunchers know that, yes. But I'm just saying, ASU is there, but that's not the only reason why. Well, I mean, it got deeper because of ASU, and again, much more clout, right? Pitchfork lunchers. I mean, come on. No, but in all seriousness, it is a deep conference, and you look at Ryan Kerwin with 11 goals, 3rd. Sam Harris of Denver and Carter King, Denver teammates, tied for 1st. They both have 12. And then let's see. And then Bennett Shimmick, he is He is 11th, tied for 11th with 7 goals. And then you even get, Colin Potter, who has 6 goals. And he's 16th. And then you get Artem Schlane and Dylan Jackson, who have 5. They're all in the top 25. So, yeah, teams are going to win more when you see guys putting the puck in the net. The assists I talk about. Like, it is just it's awesome. And, I mean, like that, Noah Beck with 15 assists, 3rd in the conference. I mean, Jack Devine from Denver is 26 assists in 20 games. So 1.3 a game. I mean, Beck averaging 0.83, so almost a 1 a game. You're getting a helper a game. Like, yeah, that's awesome. And then it's, I mean, you look at the point series is crazy, guys. This is how big this number one this sweep of Denver is, because you look at to this point right now that Denver has the top 4 point scorers in the conference. Jacob Devine with 28, right? 28 points. Aiden Thompson, 25. Carter King, 21. Zeev Buium, 20. And then you get Noah Beck from ASU, 18. And then you get Bennett Shimmick from ASU, 18. So, like, Denver's got this is, like, again, and when you see play, yes, it's not all just about stats. You guys know how I feel about that. Drives me nuts. But I will say this, to wrap up, they play at 8 o'clock to wrap up. You get those kind of stats. Guess what? You get those kind of stats, and that's what happens. So 8 p.m. tonight, Mullet Arena, be there. Yeah, be there and check it out, because they the Devils are taking on number 14 North Dakota. And like I told you, I give you some of their stats. So 8 p.m. tonight, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Also tomorrow for hoops, guys. Tomorrow for hoops, 3:30 for women against Baylor, blackout, 7:30 for men. You got a full day tomorrow in Tempe. Enjoy it. Mid-afternoon on. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Go to the games. We'll be out. I'll be out there. So again, hit me up. Let me know if you're going to be out there. But yeah, so hey, it was a great week back. Oh, by the way, college football playoff, Notre Dame won last night. And I know I predicted it like before the new year, and some of you may have not seen. My prediction was ASU and Notre Dame in the championship. And yeah, you say ASU was a homer pick. Look, the rest of the, people that do picks, yes, in a way it's going in my heart, but in my head, seeing this team, talking to you guys interacting with me, what this team could do, the football team could do, how they were playing defense, everything they were doing. I went with ASU and Notre Dame in the national title game. ASU valiantly battled against Texas. Tip of the cap to Texas, outside of the no targeting call. Tip of the cap to Texas, and the ASU out there in the quarterfinals. But Notre Dame beat Penn State last night, and guys, that was a great game. I love the defense in the first half. I know everybody's saying, it's terrible, this and that, and everybody's, it's going to be low scoring all day yesterday. You heard for 3 days, low scoring, because both their defenses are really good. Their defenses were praised, but yeah. So they scored 28 points in the fourth quarter alone, combined, or 31 in the fourth, and Notre Dame wins on that field goal. They get the late interception, leads to a field goal. They win the game. They are headed to the national title, and Texas, Ohio State. And I got Texas. I know a lot of you are saying my disdain for Ohio State. No, I think Ohio State's play well. I just think Texas, again, physically can match up against them. And can Ohio State, I don't know if Ohio State can fully, on the offensive line, match up against Texas's defensive line. Good offensive line. We'll see. Again, let them play the game, right? Let them play the game. Just my thoughts. I got Texas tonight, but stoked that I shouldn't say stoked, but I like Notre Dame. Their offensive line, I know the trenches they always talk about, but look at Notre Dame's offensive line. And again, it's been like that for, I don't know, since before I was even born, since the movie Rudy, right? Since Rudy came out, since the time of Rudy, not when the movie came out, but the time of Rudy Rudiger. Anyway, for those that enjoyed it, but yeah, I got Texas winning tonight. So I hope all you guys enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy tomorrow in Sun Devil. Enjoy tonight at the hockey game. Enjoy tomorrow at men's and women's hoops and hockey. Enjoy it all. Hit me up at Diablo00. Let me know if you go. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. And yes, hashtag our state for you, Sun Devil Volleyball. And yes, as always, you know it. Forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call, too. Blake Baker, Bubba will put it up, throws over the middle. Touchdown. Quick flag.
That's away. Trying to center off with Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot. Far down, he scored.
from behind for a month. Now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. Philadelphia, they won't get it. Wow.
Edwards pulls up and buries a three. Richardson tries, out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Daniels takes his shot for